Hello viewers. So yesterday France announced that they are returning $150 million that is actually from Abacha's loot. So they said they are going to return it to the presidency, and Tinubu has been excited since the announcement, and he was actually part of the people that made the revelation to make Nigerians know that we are going to be getting $150 million from France that Abacha looted. And Nigerians are asking because this is not the first time that we'll be receiving back loot from Abacha, but we've not seen them use this money for anything good. And like we've seen these few days since they submitted their supplementary budget, we've seen what is in their budget, that it is not something that can help Nigeria grow, but just all about them. What are they going to use this $150 million that is coming to them now that is actually from Abacha's loot? So these are the questions that Nigerians are asking. Also, Aisha Rimi, who is actually one of Tinubu's recent appointee, has actually been exposed to have duped Lagos of 3 billion naira. And people are asking, what is this administration all about? Is it that someone without record of criminality cannot work with them? Because 99% of all of them are actually bunch of criminals who have criminal records. I'll be giving us details on this and more. But before we go fully into this, I would like us to please do well to like this video, and please do well to subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe, so you will get updates whenever we post a new video. See the way this newspaper here reported it. They said France to return $150 million Abacha loot presidency. The presidency on Friday said France will return $150 million looted by former Nigerian military leader General Sani Abacha. In a statement, the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, said President Bola Tinubu commended the European country for the decision. Receiving the Minister of Europe and Foreign Affairs of France, Catherine Colonna, the highly elated president hailed the strengthening of bilateral relations between Nigeria and France, noting that this progress followed his visit to Paris after his inauguration. Thank you for the good news on the return of Abacha loot. We appreciate your effective cooperation concerning the return of Nigeria's money. It will be judiciously applied in attaining our development objectives, Tinubu was quoted as saying. So this is what the president said. He appreciated them and said that the money will be used correctly, that the money will be put into good use. But Nigerians have been asking, now this is actually not the first time that we are receiving looted money back. What will they do with it? This same administration that we are crying that all what they are doing is actually anti-people, they are coming back to give them this money. Will they use it correctly in the interest of Nigerians, or will they use it for themselves? Because we've seen that that's what actually they are after, just how to take care of themselves, how to enjoy the nation's wealth without thinking about the masses. If you want to use this $150 million correctly, it will do something. But we've seen these same people that can budget 5 billion naira for presidential yacht. What will they be able to use this money for, if not for themselves? Reacting to this on X, this person here said Abacha is still paying pensions to Nigeria. France is about to return $150 million to a highly insensitive and wasteful government. What will Bola Tinubu do with the money? Buy more yachts, Japanese SUVs, and more jets? How much did Abacha pay out to the Muhammadu Buhari failed regime? And this is it. What will this current administration do with this money? Will they invest it in buying more yachts, or buying more cars for themselves, or at the end of the day buying more jets? Or will they use it correctly for Nigerians? No, they will end up using it to enrich themselves like they have always done. Another person here also reacted and said a thief stole from Nigeria. The stolen monies are being returned to bigger thieves than the first thief. And this is it. He looted the money, and they are returning the looted money and giving it to people who are not interested in the growth of our nation. Another person here reacted and said, this returned loot will still be looted. The problem is that the current illegitimate president-elect and his cohort will reloot the $150 million because the kind of questionable characters in corridor of power today seems even worse than Abacha. Another person here reacted and said, Abacha's loot is a farce. Your lazy government is collecting undocumented loans in exchange for whatever France or other countries want. There is nothing like Abacha loot. If there is, can we see receipt or even account statement? So this is the perspective that this person here is bringing it from, that there is nothing like Abacha's loot, that all what they are doing is that they are just trying to enjoy themselves, to enrich themselves, which is why they are saying is Abacha's loot. Another person here also reacted and said, every new administration do get Abacha loot refunded to the government, but what do the Nigerian government do with the money? And this is the question. Abacha's story becomes more real to a reader when you realize that the man who helped Abacha to funnel all the loot is well and alive. His name is Atiku Bagudu, the current Minister of Budget and Planning in Nigeria. Nigeria is a crime scene in progress. This is indeed very pathetic. The same man who helped Abacha to loot all this money is currently the Minister of Budget. No wonder all of this is happening in our nation. Another person here also reacted and said, $150 million that will probably be transferred directly into Tinubu's personal account. Has any Nigerian politician been financially held accountable before? Never. This person here also reacted and said, we won't hear anything again about this money after he don't collect them. This person here reacted and said, the man who helped Abacha loot is currently a minister under the present administration. Make it make sense. Another reminder of Nigeria's dark past and the ongoing struggle to recover our stolen funds. While the meeting may seem promising, it's disheartening to witness the continuous cycle of corruption and the desperate need for foreign intervention. Will this money truly benefit the Nigerian people, or will it disappear into the hands of the few? Gloomy times indeed. Like we all know, it will definitely disappear into the hands of the few. That's into the hands of these people who are in the corridors of power. Another person here also said $300 million was given to INEC, yet they failed to conduct a credible election and nobody was arrested to refund the taxpayers' money. Abacha loot is little compared to what is happening and what will play out in the future. This person here also said, you sure say no be another loan them they go carry come tag am Abacha loot? Another person here also reacted and said, anytime this happens, it makes me worried about other looters, from presidents to governors who have never been made to return a penny they embezzled. Some have looted Nigeria's wealth more than Abacha and are still looting. This person here said, 1. There are Nigeria politicians alive today. They have looted Nigeria's wealth more than Sani Abacha and are still looting. Some of them may have also been in the Aso Rock. 2. The money spent in compromising the 2023 election alone will compete favorably with Abacha's loot. 3. If Abacha were to be alive today, he will be celebrated as an elder statesman, just like other former heads of state, and those that speak against him today would dare not. In fact, his loyalists will be asking you, do you have proof? Can you prove it? Technicalities, sans. Those, according to Mary Odili, are masters in the game, will be hired to sue those who dare say that Abacha stole money. 4. As a matter of fact, if all the recovered Abacha loot have been put into judicious use, Nigeria would have been better for it. So where are the monies? Why would Nigerians be excited about the expatriation of additional loot from France? When Nigeria is eventually set free from corrupt leadership at the highest level, it will be clear who the greatest looters of Nigerians' wealth are. Sani Abacha will likely be a toddler looter compared to some that some Nigerians are celebrating today. This is it. We all know that majority of them, that's what they do. But because Abacha is no longer alive, they are now doing it as though he's the only one involved in looting when it is their signature in Nigeria. This person here also reacted and said, the irony, Abacha's loot in France being returned only to be relooted, and the most likely destination, your guess is as good as mine. This person here also reacted and said they will return the loot and it will be looted again. The difference is there will be no return this time. The most ironic part of this is that the returned Abacha loot is being returned to another looter. This person here also reacted and said, returning stolen money to people who will still steal it again. What a cycle. Who are those to receive the Abacha's loot? Drug lord, certificate forger, identity theft merchant, and his legion of international criminals. Of what use is the $150 million to Nigerians? A criminal stole Nigeria wealth and France is returning it to a drug lord. And this is it. Of what use is it to Nigerians at this point in time? That's why the president is happy. That's why he's celebrating it, because it's just going to be for him and his people. Nigerians won't partake of it. Another person here also said, France return, una go reloot the money again. When is Tinubu going to return his stolen assets to Lagos? Why is Emmanuel Macron returning Abacha's stolen monies since 1998 to Tinubu to add to his stolen money within 6 months, or to buy his yacht? And this is the question, when is he going to return his own stolen money? Because we know that all of them are actually into this, but because Abacha is late now, they are now painting him as the only looter. Also, one of Tinubu's appointee, Aisha Rimi, has been indicted for defrauding Lagos government of 3 billion naira. See the way this newspaper here reported it. They said Tinubu's NIPC appointee Aisha Rimi indicted for defrauding Lagos government of 3 billion naira. Aisha Rimi, recently appointed as CEO of the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission (NIPC) by President Bola Tinubu, has been previously indicted by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) over the alleged diversion of Lagos State government funds to the tune of 3 billion naira. In 2018, EFCC lawyer Olamide Sadiq disclosed that the anti-graft agency was alerted to the dubious transfers after the National Financial Intelligence Unit traced suspicious heavy inflows in excess of 3 billion naira from the Lagos State Government Number Plate Production Authority into the accounts of Rimi and Partners and Ecosina Investment Limited, both of which Ms. Rimi was signatory. She was the sole proprietor of the law firm. So this person that Tinubu actually appointed to be CEO of the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission is actually someone who is a criminal, and someone that the EFCC actually indicted that she duped Lagos State government of 3 billion naira. And then the president went ahead to appoint her in this kind of position, someone who will be in charge of Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission. That means you are giving her free ticket to continue. And that's why Nigerians have been saying that this administration is actually an administration for criminals. All what you need is that just have a criminal record in the past. You are qualified to work with Tinubu. And this is what we have been seeing. Almost all the people he appoints, almost all the people he nominates are people with records of criminality. Reacting to this on X, this person here said, government of the fraud, for the fraud and by the fraud. This is what he meant by employing the best brains in fraud and hitting the ground running, impoverishing more people. And this is it, you are hitting the ground running with people who are not qualified, people with background of criminality, and it is obvious because that's the same thing with him. He is actually a criminal who just forced himself on Nigerians. Another person here reacted and said, ready to hit the ground running, submit a criminal portfolio and you are good to go. Government of criminals, by criminals and for criminals. Are you surprised? The party is named the Association of Prolific Criminals, APC. And this is it. Show me anyone in this government who is clean, and I will show you a virgin who had 5 children for 5 different men. Another person here said it's as though Tinubu just went to EFCC and picked all those with criminal cases to give them appointments. And this is it. All the people he appointed are people with records of criminality. Another person here said a fraud will work with fraudsters. APC is a fraud and Tinubu is the leader of APC. Not surprised, their government is a government of criminals run by criminals and for criminals. Tinubu's brand of democracy. Association of Political Criminals. Another person here said. Another person here also reacted and said, check his list of appointees, then you will know that criminality is the criteria. And this is actually very sad because you will check all of them, you see that majority of them are people with records of criminality, yet these are the people that he deemed fit to work with. Another person here also reacted and said they know themselves. Now, family business for him and his appointees. Bad group of companies, PLC. All Tinubu appointees are criminals like himself. Another person here said, forgive her, let her be. Her master who committed grievous crimes is being forgiven. They are all criminals from the onset. Birds of a feather flock together. This suggests that similar things are attracted to one another. It means that people tend to attract people who are similar to them in character or morals. Anyone who is surprised by the appointment so far must be from another planet. A snake must give birth to what is long. The whole appointments are a band of thieves, none with a clean record, people who have devised and perfected the art of stealing, who are the bad book of the financial prosecution authorities. They are all flying together. Fraud is not illegal in Nigeria. Supreme Court, October 2023. And this is what the Supreme Court has done to us through their judgment that they gave to Nigerians. They just legalized theft, they legalized forgery and other criminal activities in our nation. Another person here also reacted and said, a criminal at the helm of an organization. Interesting days ahead, and it's indeed interesting days that we'll be having, because we don't even know where our nation is headed to. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please do also share your thoughts about the video in the comment section. Please do also like this video, and please do also subscribe to our channel so you will get updates whenever we post a new video.